And speaking of health and vitality, it is time to welcome Chris from All Good Organics. Chris Morrison, it's lovely to meet you. How are you doing?
Very good, thank you, Megan.
You've got a fantastic story about bananas that we really are embracing here in Christchurch. Isn't it wonderful to see?
It's fantastic, yeah, it's great.
You brought Fairtrade bananas. Finally.
Yep, finally to New Zealand.
Yeah.
All Good have brought in these bananas from cooperative in Ecuador, and there's 400 small farmers there that we're supporting, and Christchurch have really taken to it, which is fantastic. All the local New Worlds and some of the independents such as Pico Organics are stocking them, and we're very pleased with how it's going.
And I must say, actually, on that note, South City New World have done exceptionally well, haven't they?
Done really well, and they've got our big banana there over their bananas, and Gary's doing a great job, and he sort of led the way, and we sort of tested it with him, and it's been very successful, and yeah, they're definitely our leading supermarket down here.
That's great. Now, Chris, you've been along this kind of sustainability path for quite a while as the founder of Phoenix Organics Juices as well.
That's right.
Which you sold 5 years ago, but wonderful company too. What made you kind of get started along these lines with the bananas?
Well, we were just thinking about bananas and the fact that all the New Zealand bananas used to come from the Pacific, and we're sort of wondering why they stopped happening. And we've started working with a small group over there, Women in Business, and we're starting with dried bananas, and then we thought, well, look, we should get into the fresh bananas as well, and we realised that it was sort of dominated by a couple of big corporates, and we thought it would be really nice to bring in some bananas from smaller growers, and the benefits are really fantastic.
They're doing incredibly well, aren't they, for those farmers around the region, and I think we've got some images that we'll be able to show you as well. But talk about some of the flow-on effects from us purchasing these Fairtrade bananas.
Well, you do pay a little bit more for these bananas. They're probably about $3.99 a kilo as compared to $2.99, but with that extra dollar, the growers are getting a fair standard price for their bananas, and it means that there's also a fair trade premium that goes back into education, into medical services and into the environment, and that's just a really fantastic benefit. And the growers are guaranteed that fair price, and we think that's really important.
That's been a really important part of the process, isn't it, to see it go back into all facets of the community?
Absolutely, yeah. So it's great, and New Zealanders have been very supportive of this. Obviously we've seen it with coffee, which has gone really well with fair trade coffee and chocolate and tea. But bananas, New Zealanders are big consumers of bananas, some of the biggest per capita in the world.
We do love our bananas.
We do, and it's just great that New Zealanders now can buy a banana that they can feel good about, and that it's really having a positive impact on the growers. Was
it hard to break into it? Was there a bit of
oh yeah, I mean,
but do you know
it is. It's a pretty fierce market, really. Bananas. It's dominated by a couple of big players, and they're not really wanting to give up market share. But that's okay. We're getting there slowly, and it's been fantastic. And we're really happy that Foodstuffs have really got in behind it and are supporting these fair trade bananas, and we're getting it around the country. It's been going well in the North Island, and it's really pleasing to see it going well down here in Christchurch and some other centres in the South Island. Fantastic.
And it really is just thanks to you who are buying the bananas with All Good Organics, because as you say, you might pay slightly more, only $1, and that is doing incredible work. And as we can see here, this is just examples, isn't it, Chris, of the work that they're doing with schools and with medicine and that kind of thing. So is that a banana?
That's actually a compost heap there, and it's they're really into looking after the environment and using a whole lot less chemicals, and it's fantastic because you've got clean waterways, and then people are not working with toxic chemicals, etc. So lots of real positives. Huge benefits there.
Well done, Chris, and the rest of your team, your brother and another business partner as well, doing incredibly well. And you do need to have a look at the All Good website as well. It's allgoodbananas.co.nz. But more importantly, check out these bananas in your local New Worlds around Christchurch.
And the Picos and the Independents. So yeah, it's fantastic. Thank you very much, Christchurch.
Well done, doing a wonderful job there. So stock up on your bananas for Christmas, and you'll be doing great things for everybody. Thanks very much, Chris.